Hey, good morning, March Mavericks. It's Mr. Severs again. Got a lot of information this Monday for you. Number one, we will start iReady diagnostics, and just a reminder to all of you, iReady is not optional, so you need to make sure that all students are participating in iReady during advisory, and that is during advisory time. While some teachers may grade or include it in part of the grade as an option to give you some points, others may not, but it's up to their discrepancy. And remember, that is mandated by the principal in our district, so you don't really have a choice in that. So make sure that you are doing your very best in the iReady math and English ELA. So some other updates. During lunchtime, as you know, we have separated the courts for 7th and 8th grade. We have an 8th grade basketball court, which is the one closest to my office or the admin building, and the 7th grade court is closest to the 800 restrooms. In addition, we are going to do a test run with football, and the thing about football in the football court area is we need to make sure the teams are evenly, we have 7th and 8th graders integrated. We shouldn't be playing 7th against 8th. Make sure that the teams are evenly matched and that it's a 3-second hold. No one is taken to the ground. If the ball goes on the roof, that's the end of football for as long as it takes to get the ball off the roof. Also, we want to make sure that you play with character and integrity. No one should be taunting, using inappropriate language. Play with some character and integrity, treat each other right. If someone falls down, you help them up. That's what a good person would do. On the subject of sports, you know you have soccer coming up. That information will be more detailed to come, but I believe trials will start this week. What you need to make sure you're prepared for is you need to have your permission slip. Number one, you need to make sure that your grades are on point, because you can't play if your GPA is too low. And then your character and behaviors, need to make sure you're not in my office or in the discipline office or getting referrals from your teachers. So if you're doing those things, you won't be able to participate in soccer. All right, and that's for both boys and girls, all grade levels 6th through 8th. And then lastly, want to make sure or find out the interest of 8th graders for the class of 2018. How many of you guys are interested in having a class shirt with all of your classmates' names on the back and then a Maverick logo on the front? We just want to see what the interest is, so if we can pursue it and to give you guys the cost. Right now, the estimated cost would be $10 a shirt. Obviously, the students would have to pay for that. But we want a sign-up sheet. So we have a sign-up sheet at the assistant principal's office that will be available, a clipboard. Signing up doesn't mean you have to buy one. It just lets us know how many students are interested, and that's 8th grade only. So we have a clipboard there at the table. It'll be at the counter there where you sign up to see, so we can get a number of shirts that are available. So even if, let's say, we have 50 people interested, we may just order for those 50 people as opposed for the entire class. But you'd have to prepay for it. So things to consider: you need to pay for the shirt and pants, because we need to make sure they're paid for. And it could be up to $10 a shirt for a class shirt with all your classmates' names, class of 2018, Maverick logo on the front. Again, it doesn't cost you anything to sign up to show your interest. All right, guys, once again, always do right, especially when no one is watching. Do right because it's the right thing to do. Go Mavericks!
Thunder, 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 feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder.
Good morning, March Mavericks. Hey, I want to talk to you about a couple things coming up that are really important. For the next 2 Wednesdays, starting with this Wednesday, we're going to have a different kind of a schedule. You're going to be in your advisory class for the entire day. And the purpose of that is all students will be taking the iReady diagnostic exam. That'll be set up for you to take. The first Wednesday, this Wednesday, it will be the ELA diagnostic, and then the following Wednesday, you'll be taking the mathematics diagnostic. So a couple things here. First of all, it's going to be important that you are charging your Chromebooks every night, so that when you bring them to school, you got a fully charged Chromebook, because you're going to need that in order to do the diagnostic. It's not the time to forget your Chromebook, to say, oh, I didn't get to charge it. Since the whole school is doing this at once, It's going to be important that everyone is following through, being responsible, and getting those Chromebooks charged and ready to go. The other thing I want to talk about is your diligence in taking this test. You know, the iReady diagnostic is what is often referred to as a SMART test. What that means is that not everyone's necessarily taking the same test. What the system does, it uses a system of what's called triangulation, where it tries to find out what you know, what you don't know, and it will adjust to find out what you're able to do. Here's what ends up taking a lot of kids too long on the exam. If they start guessing, the system starts seeing, oh, they're not trying, they're guessing, and guess what? It's just going to automatically start back over again. It's just going to keep going until it feels like, okay, this makes sense, we see where we're going. But if you just start selecting anything, it's actually going to be a longer, tougher process for you. So be diligent, show what you know. That is so important. Get that in your head. Tell yourselves, show what you know, show what I know, so that you can do your best on that diagnostic. See, this mid-year diagnostic is going to show us how well prepared you are so far in your ability to do well on the SBAC testing coming up. It's going to show us what kind of growth you've made, and it's going to help us too between now and the time you take it at the end of the year, because it's going to help with placements of classes. Whether you're going into 7th grade, 8th grade, or high school, we'll probably be looking at this too for some of their 9th grade placements, depending on what exactly they're looking at. So it is important. We want you to take it serious. It's serious enough for us that we're designating 2 full minimum days just for that in your advisory class. So good luck on that. Please make sure, charge your Chromebooks every day. Come to class prepared. And also on that day, by the way, since you're in one class, I've given 2 15-minute breaks, and that's going to be nice for students and for teachers alike. You're used to having 6 passing periods with 5 minutes passing. We've taken those times and made 2 nice 15-minute breaks. So we want you to give it your all and try hard, and that way you'll still have those 2 break times to break things up. Thank you very much. I know that was a lot to give you all at once. Have a great day.